Alright, people. So I just wanted to cover a topic here, which sometimes I go on random mainstream media news sites and I just look through articles and shit. Sometimes I will do that. I came across this one on the Huffington Compost, titled, "Professor Says Elf on the Shelf is Preparing Your Child to Live in a Dystopian Police State." You see, mainstream media is mostly bad. I mean, there's a lot of bad things about it. Like, most of it's we're either conservative or we're liberal. And when I mean conservative, I mean neocon, and when I say liberal, I mean communist for the most part. But mainstream media, again, it's mostly corrupted. It's mostly just there to repeat what the government says. It doesn't question the government. It just demonizes people who just want liberty and freedom and shit and just want the truth. So anyway, but however, there are sometimes mainstream media does good shit. There are good things that happen in the mainstream media, like we got Andrew Napolitano, who was unfortunately let go from his Fox News position there. I wonder why. Maybe he promoted the Constitution. You know, you never really see them on Fox News talk about the Constitution, or MSNBC really talk about the Constitution that much, or talk about the police state or something, shit like that. They just talk about the same old shit over and over again. So anyway, there are some, like on even like your typical liberal or your typical conservative, I will still agree with them on some issues. Like liberals, for the most part, want marijuana legalized. A lot of them do, at least I believe. And I heard Sanjay Gupta, who is CNN's doctor, was talking good about the benefits of medical marijuana. So there are some, conservatives like Fox News for the most part are pro Second Amendment. So there are some good parts in the mainstream media, and this was a good one here. Now, whether we notice it or not, there are many subliminal messages or just things on TV that just promote horrible things. Like, Disney Channel's got to be one of the worst. I've already talked about many things that Disney Channel have promoted, like the Obamas and shit. But I always watch, my sister watches it, so sometimes it's on in the background. And I was just like tuning in and watching for a few minutes. There was one thing, I forgot what it was promoting something bad. But then there was another thing where they were in art class and they're drawing pictures, and this girl draws a picture and she's like, "Yeah, I drew this picture and it means that," she drew it, I don't know what she drew, but she's like, "Yeah, this means that capitalism is bad and we shouldn't have capitalism because the banksters steal all of our money." You see, that's what they do. They take something like capitalism and they say, "Oh, look, we're in a capitalistic society right now and we have a lot of thieves." No. We're in a crony capitalist society right now. We're not in a true capitalist society. Just look at Tesla. They can't even sell their cars in certain places because probably the oil companies and the big car companies don't want Tesla to be a big threat to them. So we're not in a capitalist society. And you see, so then you also saw Hillary Clinton say, "You didn't build your business," and then she takes something like supply side economics, which is having tax breaks for the wealthy people, because the philosophy there is that then the wealthy people will be able to create jobs, and I disagree with that. But she takes that and she says, she uses supply side economics to demonize the fact that business owners build their own businesses. So anyway, let me get to the point of the video here, and that's Elf on the Shelf. So actually my sister does have one of these, and I think it's retarded as fuck. So basically, supposedly, it comes from Santa Claus. I've already done a Santa Claus rant. I think Santa Claus is retarded as fuck as well. So anyways, this Elf on the Shelf, it supposedly flies around the house and hides in random places every day. And if you touch it, its powers go away, I think, or something like that. And I think it's very, very retarded. Again, all this Santa Claus shit and this Elf on the Shelf shit, it's just a big lie. It's a big lie, and we are deceiving our children by it. And this Elf on the Shelf thing does promote Big Brother. It does promote this NSA spying on us illegally, because this fucking elf comes in here and it supposedly spies on the children and then reports back to Santa Claus. Whether you, again, whether you, notice it or not, it is promoting the police state, and it instills in our children that the police state and spying on us is good. And it might not, you might think, oh no, that's not. But again, TV and all these messages throughout TV and the internet or whatever, they can have a big effect on us, I believe. Because if you see one of your favorite TV shows demonizing capitalism or promoting the police state or promoting Obama, then you're gonna get that message in your head that, oh, Obama's good, or the police state's good, and spying on us illegally is good, or the Constitution is bad. You're gonna get all these bad messages, and especially if you're not politically active or a child, you're going to think that you're gonna have embedded in your brain all these bad things. So I think that whether it was intended or not, that this elf is promoting the police state, is promoting again a dystopian future for us. I think it's bad. I think it's really stupid. Like, even Santa Claus comes trespasses on my fucking house, comes down my fucking chimney, and leaves. He parks his fucking reindeer on my roof. I mean, come on, our roof's not a fucking parking spot, So anyway, Elf on the Shelf is retarded. Santa Claus is retarded. And again, there's a lot of messages throughout television that we might not even notice, but that are just instilling in our brains bad things. If you're not politically active, that if you're awake and if you're politically active, then those messages aren't gonna really influence you, I don't think. But if you're a dumbed down retard, like part of the 33%, you don't even know the three branches of government, then those messages probably will affect you. And if you're not politically active and you love drinking your fluoride, then yes, probably those messages will be instilled in your brain and they will have an effect on you. Like, I was watching this Sharpie commercial where they were drawing shit on paper. There was a big sign that was there, and it said "Don't protest." It was only on for a second, but again, I think that instills in your brain the idea not to protest. When protesting's one of the foundations of our country, I believe. Protesting is what holds government's feet to the fire, and which keeps government in check. It's kind of like the checks and balances. One part of government checks the other, except it's the citizens doing it. Protesting is an essential part of the republic working. So anyway, I'm just tired of all of these subliminal messages and all these messages throughout pop culture and TV and the internet that promote bad values. And you people really need to wake up and realize all these bad things. And Elf on the Shelf is just another one. And again, whether they could be intentional, they could maybe not be, but again, the bottom line is it does promote a spying police state. So there you go, people.